The stars had begun to lie, not poetically, but like a deep geological fracture in the firmament. Elias, an astronomer with more passion than prestige, first noticed it in Lyra, a subtle wrongness, a patch of sky too perfectly, unnaturally black, as if a cosmic sensor had blotted out distant suns. A strange stillness settled his hilltop observatory. The crickets fell silent, and the air felt thin, holding a static charge that made the hairs on his arms stand on end. Nightly, the hole grew. This was no mundane dust cloud or nebula. It was an aggressive absence, a voracious patch of pure nothing, methodically swallowing the light. He called it the ablation. By day, a low, subsonic hum settled deep in his bones, a phantom vibration no seismograph could detect. He started dreaming of impossible angles and non-Euclidean geometries that made his waking mind ache with profound spiritual nausea. He'd wake up clawing at his sheets, the hum still resonating in his skull. Sleep became a foreign country. Elias lived by his telescope, a gaunt sentinel guarding against the encroaching dark. His once neat logbooks devolved into frantic scrawls and feverish sketches of the spreading void. He'd mutter about the celestial blind spot, earning concerned glances from the few friends who still visited. They saw a man on the ragged edge, his eyes hollowed by a terror they couldn't comprehend. He felt an immense gravitational pull from that darkness, a cold, indifferent sentience watching him from across the gulf of space. He wasn't just observing, he was being catalogued. Paranoia became his only companion. One moonless Tuesday, as the last faint sliver of Vega was extinguished, the ablation focused. Through his telescope's shivering lens, it wasn't empty. It was a presence, an entity of absolute negation. It didn't speak or signal. It simply imprinted. A silent, devastating torrent of non-thought poured into his consciousness, a total revelation of its nature. It was a grazer, a being that drifted through the void, feeding on the fundamental energies of stars. The glimmer of collective human thought was a novel, tantalizing flavor it had just noticed. The sheer, crushing scale of its existence, its casual consumption of galaxies, shattered his sanity like brittle glass. Humanity wasn't a discovery, it was a morsel. They found him the next morning, sitting calmly in his chair, eyes fixed on the whitewashed ceiling. He was rocking gently, humming the low, resonant frequency that had haunted his days. In his lap was a single sheet of paper, covered in a spiraling, impossible pattern that seemed to recede infinitely into the page. Outside, the world spun on, oblivious. But high above, in the silent velvet tapestry of the cosmos, the hole was a little bigger, and the night felt colder, hungrier, and infinitely more vast.